It was kind of like a throaty kind of like or something like that. Like, is there even an animal call for the peacock? Hey y'all, and welcome to Hot Chocolate Chat. Today I'm drinking a hot chocolate from Starbucks. It's raining again, and we're going to talk about bird sounds. Okay, back when the Super Bowl happened, there was a commercial, and it had a peacock. I'm making sounds. There was a commercial with a peacock. I think it was the Alexa loses her voice commercial, much like I was just losing my voice, and it had the guy from Silence of the Lambs. And I cannot think of his name, but I'm thinking Sir Lancelot, and it's not that. So let me Google it. Okay, it's Anthony Hopkins, and I believe he's been knighted or whatever. He's Sir Anthony Hopkins. Correct me if I'm wrong. So there was a peacock in his portion of the commercial, and it was like, I can't even do the noise. You'll have to Google it. So then I was like, do peacocks really sound like that? Because it sounded almost like, I was going to say Land Before Time, but it's not that. Jurassic Park is what I was thinking. Speaking of, do y'all remember the Land Before Time movies with Littlefoot and Sarah, the Triceratops? Okay, so the peacock in the Alexa commercial reminded me of the noises that were on Jurassic Park, some of the animals made there. It was kind of like a throaty kind of like or something like that. Like, is there even an animal call for the peacock? I mean, do you hunt peacocks? Is that a thing? I mean, I know people want the feathers, but do you hunt them? I don't know. So then after hearing that commercial, I had to Google how the peacock sounds, because I'm like, it just sounded weird. And then the other night, we heard the woo, 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 an owl. I don't know where the owl is. I don't know why they're hooting. Hooting? Is that how you say it? And then, of course, I had to Google that. Why are you hoo, hoo, hoo? Sounds realistic, doesn't it? And do they have an animal call for that? I'm not into purchasing animal calls. Please don't. I'm not interested in buying that. I'm just wondering if it's available. So I was reading that not all owls hoot. Some screech, some bark, some do other stuff. Often they're hooting it sounds weird to say hooting. Often they're hooting at night. It sounds like they're doing something so they're hooting at night to kind of say this is my area. Y'all stay away. It's my territory. I'm marking it. But I don't know, like I said, I don't know where this owl is. I'd like to see him, or it could be a her. I don't know why I just assumed it was a male. Because I was reading it could be a snowy owl, but I don't know if we have snowy owls in this area of Texas. So I Googled that. There happens to be a street in my city called Snowy Owl, so that's all that came up. So that was not helpful. I'm sure if I Googled further back on the pages, no, I'm talking about real owls, the animal, or the bird. It's not an animal, it's a bird. Sometimes you can't get your thoughts from hear what you're meaning to say to Google. Sometimes it gets lost in translation. That's what I want to talk about today. Bird sounds, specifically the peacock and the owl. So if you know anything about it, leave me a comment. Or if you have a friend that knows something about it, you could share my video, you could share my page or something and just say, hey, this girl needs some help. Because clearly. If you want to follow me on Snapchat, it's Side of Awesome. And on Instagram and YouTube, it's Our Gray House. But just don't follow me in real life, though. Because that's creepy.